Cooking Appa.
Hi, this is Cooking Appa. First of all, I would like to thank Adabi Oyster Sauce for sponsoring this particular video. As some of you probably have known and participate on the first Adabi Oyster Sauce lucky draw last week, I want to congratulate a few of them who has managed to get the oyster sauce from Cooking Appa with Appa's autograph. Okay, now this will be the second and the last round of the lucky draw. Appa actually still have some oyster sauce and also their asam jawa left. So some of you may be getting the oyster sauce, some of you may be getting the asam jawa. Okay, so now later during the video, Appa will be reading out some information with regards to Adabi Oyster Sauce. So you need to spend that 1.5 minutes to read through, to listen carefully, because in the end of the video, I'm going to ask one simple question based on that particular information, and you have to comment in my Facebook. I repeat, not YouTube, but on my Facebook. Okay, why Facebook? Because it is only through Facebook I can private message to get your delivery info. I cannot do it on YouTube. Okay, so go to Cooking Appa Facebook fan page, official fan page to comment on the answer on this. The first 5 or 6 person, I will give you the lucky draw, and Appa will put an autograph on it. Okay, so now let's start our very interesting video today, because this video is actually quite special. Why special? Because as you can see from here, Appa actually has some leftover roast pork. Okay, this is some leftover roast pork I made about 2-3 days ago. I don't know what to do with it, and I don't want to throw it away. Therefore, today I'm going to use it to make Flipover meat, kou lou. Okay, but as most of you know, kou lou or Flipover meat will actually make use of some yam or some mustard green. But you see, the problem is Appa doesn't like yam, my family doesn't like mustard green, so I'm not going to put that too. So what I'm going to do is just to make a bit of sauce to steam this, make this roast pork to become very soft and very tender. Okay, so I'm actually making a bit of variation to this Flipover meat, okay, kou lou. And then very importantly is that we are actually cooking. This is the best thing about home cooking, because we can actually cook according to the preference of your family member. Okay, so now let's see what do we have here. I have here about, this is probably about 150 gram, maybe 150 gram of pork belly already roasted. Okay, so I don't have to deep fry again, already roasted. And I have about half a teaspoon of spice powder, 1 tablespoon of Adabi Oyster Sauce, about 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of dark soya sauce, 1 tablespoon of light soya sauce, 1 piece of red fermented bean curd or fermented tofu, and also you will need some Shaoxing wine. So first of all, we want to marinate this roast pork, and this roast pork already has some spice powder and a little bit of salt there, so you don't want your marination to be too salty.
Remember to click subscribe and notification button for more Appa's video.
Okay, let's do the marination here. A bit of spice powder here. This is Adabi Oyster Sauce. You can see how thick it is, very thick. White sugar. This is dark soya sauce. This is more for the color. This is light soya sauce. Later I will dilute this, so don't worry. This is 1 piece of red fermented tofu. Of course, we will need some Shaoxing wine. Then I'm going to add some water. To dilute it. Right? So what you do is just to make sure everything is nicely dissolved here. We will come back shortly. Alright, once it is nicely dissolved, don't make it too salty on this. So you have to test a bit. So what you do next is you will cut the roast pork into very thin strip, maybe about slightly more than 0.5 centimeter. Okay, like this. Okay, soak it, put it aside. Alright, so you want to marinate the pork belly with this sauce to give it some enhanced flavor. Okay, but like I said, don't make it too salty, so that you are giving it some flavor, but it's not those too strong flavor. Some of you might be asking for Appa's roast pork video. I must admit that I'm not satisfied with my roast pork yet, so I'm not posting yet. So wait until one day I'm fully satisfied, then I will post. Okay, many has been asking for it actually. Okay. Alright. So next thing, we need to put it inside a steaming bowl. So I have some steaming bowl here. Alright, so we are going to put in and organize. Okay, I use the word organize. You need to organize the pork belly upside down into this particular bowl. Then we're going to press it later, press it a little bit. So it's called Flipover because you're putting inside upside down first, and when it is ready, you're supposed to turn it over. Okay, you have to press it a bit. Press it. And we are supposed to pour some of the marination inside. This is why I said don't make it too overly salty. I'll give it a few tablespoons. So of course, for those who use the mustard green, they will fry up the mustard green and put the mustard green on top of this pork right now. Okay, just put a few tablespoons. And then I'm going to put in my steamer. Of course, you can use your steamer. Use your steamer to steam it for about at least 1.5 hours to 2 hours. For me, this is Appa steamer. Some of you have seen this before. Good thing about this is I don't have to keep on checking on the water. So if a conventional steamer, you have to keep on changing water. Okay? But this video is sponsored by Adabi. Yeah? Okay. So I'm going to put this onto my steamer. Okay, here's my steamer. I'm going to put it in carefully. And let me... I'm going to choose a steam function for 1.5 hours and start. Okay, so this machine will steam it for 1.5 hours. And while waiting this, let us very quickly start our lucky draw. So you need to carefully listen to these are some of the message from Adabi Oyster Sauce. And later, towards the end, I'll be asking one question based on this. Okay, so basically, Adabi is a household brand. Appa has been hearing this brand for many years in Malaysia, and they are definitely a brand that values high standard in their products, and they are 100% Halal certified, and it's made out of some high quality oyster extract. As you can see just now, very thick. Okay. And it comes with two different sizes, namely 340 gram and 510 gram. Basically, you have one small bottle and one big bottle. Depends on your usage. And you can actually use this Adabi oyster sauce as a flavor enhancer, and also to enhance the delicious aroma in your cooking without adding any high-calorie ingredient. And in terms of taste, Adabi oyster sauce gives you an ideal balance of salty and sweet taste. I think this is something we really like about oyster sauce, because it is not too salty, it is not too sweet, somewhere in the middle. Okay, and last but not least, you can actually get Adabi oyster sauce from any major hypermarket like Malaysian or Tesco, or any nearby supermarket, or buy online through www.emall.adabi.com, or use the Adabi official store, search on Shopee and Lazada. Okay, so just pay attention to this very short message. Towards the end, Appa will be asking you a question. Okay, so basically, I've just taken out from the steamer. If you are using a conventional steamer, meaning your wok, then at least every 20-30 minutes you have to go and check on the water, okay, because the water will evaporate, will reduce. So anyway, this is after about 1.5 hours, and you can actually feel this is super soft right now. See, very soft, super soft. Woohoo! And you will notice there is a lot of gravy, very hot. This bowl is super hot, be very careful. Now, it is called Flipover meat, okay? Cold roll. So meaning you have to put it onto another plate to flip it over. But before that, do not forget one very important step. There are a lot of gravy here. You are supposed to pour out the gravy first, then only you flip over. If not, the moment when you flip over, the gravy is going to splash over you, okay? So let me try to get. Let me see. Oh, I can't hold this. Be very careful, this is super hot. And I got some bun, some mantou here. Later you will see what I want to do with the mantou. Ooh, very hot. So very carefully, you want to, let me get a spoon to help. Okay, remove the juice. Ooh, very hot, very hot. Okay, once you remove the juice, then you can actually get a plate, put like this, and flip it over. Okay, be very careful when doing this. You may hurt yourself because it can be very hot. So you may want to wait a little bit until the bowl is not so hot. Then only you flip it over. All right. Okay, so I'm using a cloth to help me flip it over like this. Haha. Okay. Then we can slowly open this up. It's going to be very hot also, so I have to be very careful. Let me get, oops, sorry. All right, look how tender it is. Super tender. Ooh. super tender. See, very tender and a beautiful tiger skin, because this is roast pork, so the tiger skin is naturally brown with this. See how beautiful it is. And the next thing we can do is actually we can I'm going to also eat it with some mantou, okay, some bun. I just steamed some mini bun. I only have mini bun. Actually, it's better to have the bigger one. So I will cut the bun open and put in the meat inside. Okay, so here's my cold roll. Yeah, the Flipover meat. You see some sauce here. We can eat with rice. And I have some mantou here that's acting like a little mini burger. I put the meat in the middle and so that we can eat like a mini burger. Very nice. Okay, so now here comes our exciting part. I'm going to ask you one question, and the first 5 person who commented the correct answer in my Facebook comment section will get either an oyster sauce or asam jawa from Adabi. And I have to, due to the limitation of logistics, I can only allow the person who is from Semenanjung, Malaysia, from Peninsula, Malaysia, to participate. So if you're outside from Semenanjung or Peninsula, Malaysia, I can't really send it to you right now. Okay, so for those who are from Semenanjung, Malaysia, answer this question. Where can you buy this Adabi oyster sauce from? Give me 2 places where you can find it. Okay, thank you very much for watching my videos. If you like my video, do share my video on your Facebook to your friends. Come to Cooking Appa Facebook fan page to click like and follow button. Follow Appa on Instagram and subscribe to Cooking Appa YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.